I wanted to ask you, how were you before you took the course?
Well, before the course, I definitely had, I'd say, 0 to none listening skills. Listening is a lot more complicated than we think it is. I think that I had a lot of tendency of, per se, when I carried on a conversation, I was always thinking in my head how I'm going to respond back to what that person just said. Whether it be the issue they had, oh, I did this, or based on my experience, this will work for you, or you can try this or try that. No, you should change this, you should change that. Pretty much coming up with a lot of responses to what I would think they wanted a response or what they wanted to hear, which was probably not what they wanted. They just wanted to be listened to, and I think that was the most complex thing I learned in class.
I've had 3 amazing classes with Miss Zampelli, and she has literally changed my life. Not only did she teach me how to listen to others and to be a better listener, she also taught me how to listen to myself and to see the potential in me that I didn't see. She is a motivator. She encourages me, and she makes me smile about myself. She makes me feel wonderful about myself and allows me to see that I'm not just average, that I'm more than average, and that I can help others and be of service to others. I love you.
Okay, well, this class has changed my life because now I am not so much judgmental as I was. I don't think that what I think my stuff is not important to put it off on someone else or tell them to give advice. And it's easier for me now to communicate with my children because instead of always telling them what to do, I just listen to what they say and I let them form their own opinions and all. I just listen and I don't give them no feedback. I tell them, tell me some more, baby, explain it to me, how you feel, and it just keeps, and they figured out things for themselves. So that's what's been happening with me. I've used it at home mostly with my family.
And what were you like before using the spirit of motivational interviewing?
Well, I was always the kind of person that would hear something and know the answer before they finished. And that's just definitely not listening at all. So I learned to shut up and listen. That's what I learned most.
Well, that's great. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
Well, no, I just hope that Ms. Zampelli can use my video to help other parents to see that sometimes the children are not asking what we think they're asking. They're asking something a little more deeper than we're willing to explore. And I think by taking this class, you'll learn that there's something underneath all the information that we provide or that we're not privy to.
So you're saying that this class is very helpful?
Very helpful. I think any mother and father can use that, especially when they don't know what to ask the children, and the children don't know what to say.
Ms. Zampelli has really changed my life. I'm the go-to person. Before taking this class, I was trying to give advice to everybody. And little did I know that all I had to do was listen. Now that's exactly what I do. I just listen, and it's much more helpful. And she certainly taught me that in this class. So I just hope you consider her because she's an awesome person and she would change a lot of.
How do you think this course has changed you?
Well, when I first started this class, I had a lot of tough decisions that I needed to make in my life. And they were really hard for me to make, but I didn't really have the tools to assess where I was and where I wanted to be. And taking this class laid out some groundwork for me. It gave me like some tools to put me in the place that I needed to be to make the decisions that I needed to make.
And so can you say that that's been like very helpful for you?
It's been very helpful. The decisions that I needed to make were stumbling blocks in the goals that I set for myself, and I struggled into hanging on to what was familiar to me, and a lot of things that we addressed in the course gave me the tools I needed to get past those stumbling.
I'm just really here to tell you that Sheri Zampelli has helped me a lot in this class. She has helped me deal with a lot of personal issues that I am totally struggling with, and I am just so grateful for her. I thank her for this class. If it wasn't for her in this class, I would be a total wreck. She has helped me a whole lot. I thank you for her so much. She's a very inspirational person, and I love her so much.
Well, you know, I've always had like a little gift for gab, I guess, you know, and so people have come to me for advice, and I've fallen into that cycle, like I said, of like, you know, I think I know what's best for everybody, and through this class, I learned that, and the reason I can say I learned this is because it resonates with me, like in my spirit. Like I know a lot of this is true. Like most of us, deep down within, we already have the answers. Like we may have lost sight of the things that we want and the things that we value through our behaviors, and those behaviors becoming like a comfort zone. Like I'm speaking for myself, but I think other people can identify with that. The comfort zone that comes with those behaviors and a cycle of addiction or other behaviors that draw us away from the truth. And through this class, I've learned a process that can help me to understand others and to understand that they're an individual separate from me, to not judge others, and through this process of motivational interviewing, they can find the answers for themselves.
The class has shown me, it has really inspired me, because the class is more open, and everyone opened up their feelings, and you know, and we cry together, and Miss Zampelli motivation is just so overwhelming. It's just I'm gonna miss her. So that's all I have to say. I don't want to cry because this is my last day, but I'm gonna miss her. She's a wonderful lady, and she's very inspiring. And my mom bought her book.
The skills that I've acquired, I believe that I can evoke change talk out of anyone. Thanks to Miss Zampelli.